Well, Tom, now the end of the season's in sight. Last home game at the weekend. It's been a lot going on this year. How do you look back on the last 9, 12 months?
Yeah, it's been carnage, to say the least. But that's football. Not everything's ever plain sailing, and that's the same in life as well. Um, but we get paid for it. We're very lucky to be in this position. So you just got to try and enjoy it as much as you can each day, and yeah, that's what we get paid to do. So you've got to enjoy it.
Yeah, and I guess it's one of those things. It'd be nice if everything went swimmingly and you had a perfect season, nothing to worry about. But in a way, you probably learn more about yourself as a player and a teammate and all the rest of it in these kind of situations, don't you?
Yeah, 100%, and that's one of the main reasons why I came down to Yeovil, was to be in a first team environment and to learn as much as I can about the game. And I think I've done that in abundance. Anything that could happen in football has happened in the football since I've been here. So yeah, you just got to learn as much as you can and take it all in your stride. And learning off senior players is helps a lot because they've already been through this journey. So they can sort of help you and guide you whilst you're learning your own self and how to get through that in your own battles and bits like that. So yeah, it's been tough, but we've enjoyed it.
Yeah, and is there anything, either football-wise or outside, sort of preparation for it all that surprised you? You sort of come up to playing football through being a kid and all the rest of it. So I don't imagine that's that much different. But what is it that's not been what you expected, I guess?
I think whilst I've been at Yeovil, it's the most amount of games I've ever played in my career. So it's learning about going in and out of form, dealing with the highs and the lows, and not getting too high with the highs and too low with the lows, things like that. So it's just like I said, learning about yourself, and then everything that comes with football is you sort of take every day as it comes. And it's cliche, but you can't think too far ahead because you've got a game every 5 days, 6 days, however long it is. So yeah, you just got to put things to the side and make sure you're focused on the games whenever they come.
Yeah, absolutely. So the last home game of the season, this Saturday against Boreham Wood, how big a deal would it be to try and sign off with something like a bit of style?
Yeah, 100%, because it's been a tough year for several different reasons, and football is what brings everyone together. So if we can sign off this season and end on a high at home in front of our fans, then I think that will sort of leave everyone with a positive feeling going into the summer and looking forward to next year.
And talking of being on a high, you're on 9 goals now. How important is it trying to get to that double figures?
Yeah, no, it'd be nice. I've never done that before in my career, so to hit double figures, it would be brilliant. But it's as long as the team wins. If I'm a cog in that wheel that helps the team win, then so be it. And if I'm the one that scores, sets one up, or blocks one off the line, if we get 3 points at the end of the game, that's what we do it for.
Superb. Go well on Saturday.
Thank you, mate.
Tom, you've become sort of recognised now for your, dare I say it, spectacular goals. I mean, we're always ready to get a good goal from you. Is it something that just happens, or do you set out to be a little bit more expansive than just any player?
I don't know, to be fair. My view on it is, as an attacker, if I've got a space or a option to shoot, then why turn it down? Because like you say, you never know, it could go in. When I was younger, I had a coach that really helped me, and he always said they don't remember the ones that hit the back of the stand, but they remember the ones that go in the top corner. So yeah, if they go in, then happy days. I'll watch that on repeat all weekend. And if they don't, then just try again and hope it goes in the next time.
And the long throws, again, by design or just coincidence?
I'll put that down to... I didn't want to say this publicly, but I'm a Stoke fan. Some of my family are from Stoke. So growing up watching Rory Delap sling it in the box, that might have something to do with it. But no, just one of the things I have. So we can try and use it to our advantage.
Well, we've all got a cross to bear, mate. Obviously, that's yours. But so looking at this, I mean, the season's nearly over now. What were the highlights of the season from your perspective?
Playing as many games as I have, scoring the amount of goals I have, and contributing to the team. I've really enjoyed playing with this group of players. Although it's been a tough season, I think every single player has come on leaps and bounds. And getting to know the senior players and learning off them, I've really enjoyed this season. And although we might not have finished where we wanted to in the league, we'll give it our all to the end and see how far we can go.
And what about, from your perspective, 9 goals, which is the best one from your own point of view?
Ooh, that's a good question. Quite like the one at Eastleigh at home. Just gave that a whack and thankfully it went in. Yeah. The one at Barnet I quite enjoyed, although they teed that up nicely for me to run through and score. I have to give credit to that set piece from Barnet. But no, I enjoy every goal. Whether it comes off me bum or my shin or what, I don't care. As long as it goes in, that's all I care about.
Well, hopefully you've got a couple more lined up for 3 more games, including the Somerset Cup final. So best of luck and well done for a great season.
Nice one, thanks, Aid.
Hey, Tom, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Is it difficult for a player when their contract's up at the summer to kind of know what's going to happen, or have you got to put that out of your mind and just focus on what's in front of you?
Yeah, exactly. You got to put that out your mind and focus on the 90 minutes ahead of you. Everything else is irrelevant. You've got to concentrate on the job at hand, and anything else will take care of itself. There's no point worrying about things you can't control. So what I can control is my performances on the pitch, and that's what I'll be focusing on.
Obviously, Eddie just mentioned it, the cup final on Tuesday. You'll be hoping to kind of end the season with some silverware.
Absolutely, it's brilliant to lift a trophy at the end of the season, and whether that's the league or the Somerset Cup, we'll enjoy that moment, and hopefully it'll be a positive result, and it'll be nice for all of us to come together at the end of the season and celebrate.
Obviously, over the last 2 seasons, how do you feel you've developed? You had a different team last year to compare to this one. You said you enjoyed bouncing off the likes of Charlie Wakefield and Josh Neufeld. How do you feel you've developed over your time?
Yeah, massively. I feel like I've become a lot more mature player, and I've learnt a lot about my game and what my strengths are and what my weaknesses are. And I feel like learning off the older players and even looking at some of the other players I'm playing with is knowing your strengths and playing to them. And it's something that I've tried to develop massively and focus on what I'm good at and bringing that to the table each and every weekend.
Great, best of luck for last 3 games.